Hello Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing your reading. Welcome back. Welcome to everyone who's new. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you appreciate this video. It really helps me out a lot. All the information about everything is in the description box, including my tarot for beginners, all the information about private bookings and everything is in the description box. And anyway, guys, let's get started. So let's focus today because, I know I've been missing in action for a while, and I'm still kind of a little bit under the weather. You can hear, in my voice, but I got kind of, like really missing posting this. So let's do a reading today. We did a previous reading that was kind of focused more on a general picture and your love life, but let's make this reading maybe a little bit more about your love life. I'm just trying to think which deck should we use. I never know until last minute what should we actually use. Let's go with the Rider-Waite, with the classic Rider-Waite. And yeah, let's go straight into it. Watch this if you're Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And we have eclipses coming. We have Mercury just turned direct. I mean, it's still, very slow moving. So things actually right now, many times I see astrologers say how, oh, Mercury is over, everything is great. Actually, it's not, doesn't work like that in my opinion, because when the planet stops, whether it's when it's going retrograde initially or whether it's turning direct, it's actually slowing down in speed. And it's not necessarily the direct or the retrograde motion itself necessarily that causes issues. Because, once it's retrograde, it's just retrograde. It's like, it's not getting into mechanics of it. It's not necessarily as bad as you think, but it is actually when the planet changing direction, because its speed is slowing down. This is actually when the majority of issues could happen, because once again, when the planet turns retrograde, it's slower, and when the planet turns direct, it's slower. So we want to hopefully avoid any kind of issues in communication in the next, week, I would say. Again, we're not in eclipse period yet. We have a lot of other retrogrades. We have Jupiter still in retrograde and so on. Anyway, let's get into this. We have the Hierophant, we have Six of Wands, and we have the Hermit. Interesting energy. I feel like you're going through a next wave, maybe of your spiritual awakening. There's also something that's going to be a victory for you. But what I'm seeing here with the Hermit is that there needs to be some kind of time of reflection, time of understanding what's important to you. You might be starting new commitments at this time. Maybe it's work commitments, maybe it's partnerships, new groups, organizations you're entering, maybe it's a new romantic relationship. And I feel like, when you are really happy, because it's always a celebration. We say congratulations, let's say when you start a new project, or when you enter a new community, or when you get a new job, or when you start a new relationship. We say congratulations, right? Usually for a reason, because it's great. It's so amazing. It's celebratory energy. It's amazing, I feel like, for some of you, tying the knot literally with someone, getting married, getting engaged, stuff like that. But what I feel like sometimes happens when we are in the midst of the celebration is that we sometimes kind of like, not to say that we lose ourselves, but like with the Hermit card, this is very clearly to me here a card of reflection, a card of taking a step back and perhaps focusing on what's important, making sure you don't forget what your values are, why you are where you currently are, why you're currently surrounding yourself with the people you're surrounding yourself with, why are you doing the things that you're doing, why are you talking to the people you are talking to. Because sometimes, we are so excited about stuff, right? And there is good stuff that's happening, that we forget a little bit, like if we're not careful, we forget a little bit of what we actually care for in the situation. So I feel like major victories ahead, but don't forget to reflect on things. This is good, starting well. Let's go, like I said before, straight into your love. First row is going to be you. Second row is going to be your person, or the most dominant energy when it comes to your partnerships that you're dealing with. Let's go. Okay, you starting off as 10 of Pentacles, manifesting, I feel like something long-term. Again, it's mainly about love, but I feel like also long-term connections in your life. We have strength, could be dealing with a Virgo, also Leo, also I feel like Libra. We have here 8 of Wands. Ooh, we have here 10 of Swords with the 9 of Wands flipping out. I didn't want to take this, but I do feel like there might be some kind of ending of a situation and healing process from it, but I don't feel like this is the cards I wanted to come out. These are just flippers, changing how we do things here a little bit. Okay, we have here the Chariot. Also no reversals today. Okay, Tower. All right. Unexpected journey is ahead. A lot of travel coming up. Again, flippers, but let's just see. We have here Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. If somebody's been defensive and undecided about you, I feel like they're going to give an offer and they can take some action soon. Again, these are flippers. We are not taking them yet. Now let's look at the energy of your person. Please give us 5 cards. We have here King of Swords, dealing with somebody, could be air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be very logical person. Queen of Pentacles, who has also perhaps Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, could be very nurturing. Hanged Man wants to come out, again flipper, so not taking it, but again there's something here, a person is having realizations. Okay, we have here Hierophants. We have here Death. Ooh, interesting reading today. And we have here 5 of Swords. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. What I'm hearing is that true love conquers all. Things will be the way they need to be. You don't have to worry about things. And I really feel like for a lot of you, you're dealing with a very important, very genuine connection. Let's talk about this. I'll take my sip of coffee. I just woke up, so it's early morning here. Coffee tastes so good. And like first thing when you just wake up, coffee tastes so freaking good. All right, so what I'm feeling here is like this. There is a very big, very important energy, I feel like, when it comes to your relationships. I feel like you could be right now setting yourself up for a situation where you can really build long term. And I know, of course, we're talking here about this in the context of love and relationships, but I actually think it's more than that. 10 of Pentacles is your first card, is showing that really the things you're building now, connections you are building now, friendships you're building now, experiences, different things that come your way are all part of your manifestation with the 10 of Pentacles. Because don't forget, guys, 10 of Pentacles is the tree of life. It's a Kabbalistic tree of life. It's the 10 spherot, 10 dimensions, right? 10 channels of energy. So usually this card, especially now we are doing this reading in October, shows that something you've been working on is manifesting. So if, let's say, you're finding yourself on a winning streak, where you're finding yourself in a place where you're just, you're manifesting a lot of money, a lot of opportunities, a lot of really good, good fortune, it's not something that you're just lucky or whatever. You manifested this. This has been, for some of you, months, maybe years, maybe even decades in the making, where you've been consistently showing up, consistently working on yourself, consistently not giving up. And now you're finding yourself in the 10 of Pentacles energy, where a lot of things that maybe were not available to you before are now becoming more easy, more available. You've manifested them. And sometimes people are looking at you like, oh my God, you just have everything, right? So easy, whatever. They don't know, right, how long you've been building up to this. They don't know how much it actually failure, right, that people don't see leads to overnight success. People often judge others, right? Oh, you're an overnight success, you got lucky. Sometimes, yes, it happens. But then again, we don't know, right, how many past lives, if you believe in this kind of things, they maybe have been building to that. So we should never judge anybody's success. And of course, here you are the one successful. So don't mind it if anyone is judging you for your success, for your financial maybe prosperity, stability, because you really are in a season where you are going to be reaping the rewards for your good past deeds, for all the work that you've put before, all the things you're manifesting are coming now. Also, even the new beginnings that you have right now are something that I feel like is going to be manifesting as something good, something long-term. We have here a Strength card and also Eight of Wands. This could be energy of Leo, Sagittarius, could be someone you're dealing with, could be your own energy. And I feel like with the Strength card, you're learning how to work on your fears. You're learning how to really tap into your inner strength. You might have had an idea, it's an interesting message I'm getting. You might have had an idea about yourself. Maybe you always thought of yourself as, oh my God, I'm so shy, I'm such an introvert, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make, deals happen maybe. Or maybe you're like, oh, I don't know how to work on a relationship. Or I'm so scared if somebody I love, becomes difficult, I will be hurt. And I feel like something that's happening right now, it's been an energy I think I've been seeing from August, September, October, this month. I feel like something that's happening in your life right now is showing you in a good way just how actually much you've evolved past that version of yourself that you were so protective of. Because Scorpios do have that very sensitive side, right? Usually we've gone through something pretty difficult, either as children, teenagers, early 20s, and very often when we start acting up, so to say, right, acting paranoid or scared, we are really acting out of that part of ourselves that tries to protect ourselves, because we know what it's like to be hurt, betrayed, lied to, abandoned, cheated, neglected, you name it, right? All these things. So very often there is a deep belief within us, that we are. It's not weakness, no, it's not, but it's more like you want to protect yourself. Like there's all these layers of protections around Scorpios, right? And I've been talking about this for a while now, for a few months, that everything is changing now because South Node, once again, is in Scorpio. We do have Pluto finishing its journey in Capricorn, guiding into Aquarius. We have North Node, in the sign of Taurus, in the house of relationships. So nothing is really the way, especially when it comes to you dealing with other people or you dealing with relationships. Nothing is what it was before. Like it's almost like if you expect things to happen the way they used before, maybe you've been through certain dynamics with your partnerships, maybe you've been through certain type of emotion every time something happened in your life. It is not going to be like this anymore. Ever since I think South Node entered Scorpio, or if not even from the very first second, then at least a few months in 2022, that it's not like that. So I feel like situations right now you're dealing with that just showing you how much you've grown, how much you've evolved. Like you are not who you used to be anymore. Maybe things you were putting up with before, now you have the strength literally to not put up with them anymore. Maybe things that would have hurt you so much and broke you and broke you into pieces, and you would have not known how to behave or how to handle that situation. Now you know just how to be. You might be now actually growing into this bigger person who knows how to handle things. Again, could be in the context, of course, of love, but it could also be in the context of life in general. Things you didn't give yourself credit for before, things you thought you couldn't do, now you can, And it's interesting because with the eight of Wands in the Chariot, I do see there is going to be a journey, a trip, a journey, like it could be physical, like literally going on a journey, but it also could be like you literally starting a journey that could be very unexpected, but it's also something you're supposed to do. I feel like it might involve another person, and things really picking up very fast. Like it comes with a tower, like out of nowhere. Now there could be also, for some of you, I'm seeing an unexpected conflict with someone. We're gonna see where it goes, because like right now they're just showing me the Tower, Five of Swords in the end of this. Now, who are you dealing with? You're dealing with a person who is with the King of Swords. They are someone who is logical. They are someone who really is like 2 + 2 = 4 type of thing. Queen of Pentacles, I do think that this person is actually a lot more accommodating, loving, committed, the committed type. They could have Taurus, Scorpio in their chart too, Leo as well. I feel like this is the person who really likes to do the right thing. And I do think that you might find yourself in a committed relationship, maybe for some of you, even in a marriage or some kind of partnership, sooner than you're ready for, or sooner than you think. And I do feel like with the Death card to the Chariot, there is something here that has a very, I don't want to use the word fatalistic, I don't know what's the word to use here. It's a very big energy, but at the same time with the Five of Swords, I do feel like a person you dealing with could have sometimes some temper tantrums. Like they could sometimes, if triggered, not play nice. Now let's clarify this a little bit further. Let's go a little further. Okay, we have Ace of Cups flying out literally. I do feel like for a lot of you there is love, and like I feel like at the end of the day, you know what it is? if there is love, you'll find things, you'll make things work. If love, you know, is not enough, because sometimes it's the situation too, or if you both prioritize love in a different way, then no. But I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, there is something here definitely that's telling us there is a lot more love maybe than you think. And we have here the Hanged Man, and also somebody could have found themselves in love with you, maybe also sooner than what they expected. So, and it kind of helps to end conflicts. Let's clarify these energies a little bit further. Let's see. I have here Devil. I have here Seven of Pentacles. We have here Two of Wands. I have here Queen of Wands. And we have here Seven of Swords. There is a suspect of something. I feel like there could have been a fight between you and another person because of suspicion. There is a suspicion, like you are like, I cannot trust, something here is fishy. With the Devil card, I feel like there is a very strong, powerful connection here with someone. And again, I don't read the Devil as like a lot of people read it as a negative, just because I think symbolism of the devil and meaning of it is not what a lot of people think, you know. So with the Devil card, I do think there is some toxic tendencies, yes, but it's also something where you feel very bonded to another person. And with the Seven of Pentacles right now, it almost like patience in both people here is triggered, maybe more so for you. There is something here with the Two of Wands about needing to make a decision about what the next step is or what the next chapter is. With the Queen of Wands here, I do feel like, you know what it is? It's like, it's a balance. It's a gentle balance with this connection or with this person where you don't want to be too forceful, right? You don't want to be like the one who forces things, calls the shots all the time, like, right? Because that also kind of is not fair to them. It needs to be balanced in any connection, right? But at the same time, you don't want to be a pushover too. And it's kind of like tricky to find this balance, because I feel like you and this person, I think it's actually a mutual dynamic. You and this person both constantly find each other, like you're either in one extreme or in another. Now, I do want to see what is this Seven of Swords about? What's going on here? I have here the Moon. Yeah, there is something definitely that you are not sure about, something maybe they didn't fully share with you. Again, it does not have to be that there is someone else or there's cheating. There is something with the Moon card you do know, though, is not, you know, not adding up. We have the Empress, and we have here Three of Swords. We have here Six of Pentacles. Could be something connected with previous relationship, previous partnership that they don't want to tell you about. Could be connected with children. Again, I'm not saying that this person has children or doesn't have children, but it could be something connected to it. I don't know honestly what it means, so I'm not going to say. All right, we have here release your acts and engagement. The time has come to clear your energy. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. The way I'm seeing this, it could be that either you or your person still is in the process of releasing an ex. Now, it does not mean that they are still married or you're still married or they're still in a relationship or still in a relationship. Sometimes maybe there is something where, you know, every time we are letting something go off, you know, there's stages, right, to that, especially if you had like a significant relationship or if they had a significant relationship. There are stages to that. It's actually healthy and good if you don't just, you know, completely, you know, like necessarily overnight erase someone from your memory. It does show that, you know, you cared and stuff. So I do feel like there is something here happening where there's a closure that's going on, which also leads to higher level of commitment, perhaps between you and this other person. So maybe there's something that's not been communicated or shared about this. See a little more. We have here family room. Yeah, it's connected to family and just plans when it comes to family, family values, things like this. Message of concern, something that's concerning. Like, I feel like you do see something that's concerning. We have here, let's see. We have here imprisonment, courtship, and wealthy man. There is some fears, I think, when it comes to do with freedom. It has to do with also pursuing someone, courtship, somebody who has resources, finances. Maybe there's fear of like, I feel like, I don't know, it's a weird message I'm getting, but I'm getting like someone has fears you have better options in terms of somebody maybe more successful than them, some kind of stuff like that. Anyway, we'll keep going, not going anywhere. We have here great gratitude. We also have here present power or present power. I never know how I should like put, you know, emphasis in this word. Planning and action. Peace. Consciousness of lack. And we have here Ascended Masters. The energy is like this. I feel like this is for you, the most important thing right now is to be in gratitude and in peace, to be in a space where you feel good. Like you don't have to worry about much, especially when dealing with a relationship or a connection, other than being grateful for the things you do have, feeling at peace and really like trying to make yourself feel as good as you can. Now, again, of course, if you're dealing with something very difficult or in a very bad situation, this will not apply for you. It's a general reading. I'm just saying, like, if things are relatively not so bad, and there are bumps in the road, try to not focus so much on them. I feel like it's more about going back to feeling good, because I do think that there is someone here who is in your life and who sometimes, like, it's weird because they have both sides to them. They have very powerful side to them where they know how to be in power, be in charge, but at the same time they sometimes feel not good enough. And I just get that it's kind of like things are going to be planned and things are going to be guided to where they need to be. It's more of like, not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to know all the nitty-gritty details about this. Like, you know how sometimes, right, when you, I don't know, like there's so much, I've had so many conversations recently about technology because that's, you know, kind of like related to some of the things I do. But then again, right, we use so much stuff every day. Like we send an email. We don't necessarily understand, right, the mechanics of how like all the emails and internet and everything works, right? But we do this like every day and we just know that the email is going to get sent, right? Or, I mean, I know it's like, it's such a silly examples. Or like even, okay, I upload video on YouTube. I don't necessarily understand the whole process of all the mechanics that goes behind it, but you know, I record my video, I, you know, upload it online, I, you know, click post, and it's there, and I just know, I don't know how, what it necessarily needs to go through, right? What are all these different stages it needs to go through, but I know it's gonna be there, people are gonna watch it. So in life, I feel like sometimes when we are not sure how something is going to work out or not work out, or what's the next thing that's going to happen, I think the same concept kind of applies. Think of it again. You don't know, every day you do so many things. You don't know how necessarily it works, but you know you get from point A to point B. So I just get a message like, if you're in a stage right now where you're worried about how things are going to go, what's going to happen, try not to worry about this too much, because you're going to get from point A to point B anyway, and it's not your kind of like job. It's not your responsibility to worry about the mechanics. This kind of message. All right, now I really want to see person you're dealing with. What are they feeling towards you right now? We have here Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. We have here King of Wands, Fire sign energy, Eight of Cups. We have here Ace of Swords. We have here Queen of Cups. So what I'm getting here is like this. This person is scared you're gonna walk away, or you walked away actually. And it's interesting because this person doesn't want you to perceive them as weak. They have this side. Okay, so this is the person I feel like who's okay with being vulnerable and showing their feelings. But I feel like whenever they feel like they are not enough in some way, or not good enough, or whatever, they go into almost like this a little bit toxic side where they try to show how, not to say that they don't care, but they start acting a little bit, you know, like when someone's trying to act larger than life, pump themselves up, whatever. That's actually how they act when when they're scared, when they feel small. And there is a fear that you're gonna walk away. What's happening between you and your person now? Page of Cups. I do feel like there is love, apologies, feelings. Six of Cups. It's very innocent. It's something you've manifested as well. It's childish too. I feel like arguments sometimes can be very childish. Five of Swords. We have here King of Cups, Queen of Swords, and you have a little bit of this weird dynamic. I feel like with this person, Sometimes when they are like all over you, you tend to test them, you know, with the King of Cups to the Queen of Swords. And I feel like also if right now you're, let's say, had an argument, not talking or anything like that, the moment you turn away, the moment you're like, okay, I'm done with your shit, and so they're like, oh no, don't go, I love you. And you kind of sometimes do this too, I feel like. When they turn away, you're like, come on, I care and stuff. So, you know, it's like one of those things that I feel like could be worked on. But it's like the feelings are there, feelings are mutual. It's very childlike, it's very like innocent stuff. You could have like a past life connection, or you could feel like you know this person since you were a kid, or you could feel very childlike with this person. So there's feelings there, but it's weird because it's like the moment you pull away, they chase. The moment they pull away, you chase, which is not a bad thing necessarily, because it shows that both of you don't want to lose each other. Yeah, we have here, look at this. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, you know? So it's like one of those things. At the end of the day, yeah, it's like at the end of the day, it's like, you know, like, are you willing to work on things to be better? Because like, see, the thing is like, it's amazing, right, chasing rainbows, butterflies and all of that, but like, it is when we go through challenges, and it is when we go through growing pains, this is when we actually can evolve and become better people and make each other better. Of course, it's different than, let's say, a toxic relationship that's like abusive and it's bad and you're just trying to make something work that's not working. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about. Sometimes you really do have genuine connection with someone, but there is, you know, stuff that needs to like work through. And at the end of the day, that's also kind of like how you know if that's the right person for you or not, because if they are the right person, and if you are the right person too, the desire to prioritize maybe a relationship and, you know, work on things, invest into things, make things better, be a bigger person. Sometimes I feel like, you know, choose the relationship or choose the connection or choose the love that's between the two of you is bigger than, oh, I'm right, you are wrong type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like a compromise, and it needs to be mutual. Of course, if you're the only one doing that, not gonna really go anywhere. And if they are the only one also doing that, not gonna go anywhere. It needs to be like a mutual thing. Let's see, does this have potential to, you know, to improve? Do they want to work on this? We have your Knight of Swords. Yes, I feel like they do, but they're very opinionated too. Eight of Swords. They're very opinionated because they don't want to be stuck, I feel like, in a bad situation, but at the same time, they know that it's not a bad situation. We have Ace of Cups at the bottom. They know that it's something good, but it's like, I don't know. It's like this person gets stuck in their own head as well sometimes too. But there is, I feel like there's a lot of hope though as well with Ace of Wands and the Star. So I don't know how this works, guys, but it's like I do feel like a lot of potential here. Anyway, we're gonna look at this more in the extended. So what I want to see is like, what is the main issue between you and the person you have in mind? We're gonna use a different tarot for that too. What is the main issue between you and the person you have in mind? What is it you cannot see eye to eye? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be our first thing we ask about. They want to work on this. How do they want to work this connection? Let's see. 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's see, they do want to come and take, I feel like, very fast action towards this. What is this going to be? Let's take 5 cards. 3, 4, 5. Let's take 6 actually, yeah, 6. Let's see, there is a wish fulfillment coming up. How does this work? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards for the Star. I also want to see one last thing, everything about their feelings to you, because this person I feel like can be so tricky with their feelings too. 5 cards. Let's take 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I give you extra. Anyway, guys, link to the extended is gonna be down below. We'll look at this, and of course, as always, we'll look at more. Thank you guys for putting up with my, you know, like with my voice getting under the weather and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up. Link to the extended is going to be down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.